Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. Last month I checked out the Wild Badger 40 volt electric chainsaw. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much. Electric chainsaws apparently, however, have come an awfully long way since I bought my 18 volt Ryobi one years and years back. In fact, since I made that video, we had a tree come down across the driveway, so it was perfect timing. I used it, and I used it for about an hour and a half before the battery died, so pretty good. Chopped up a tree. It was about that big around, had a split halfway up, so the equivalent of two mid-sized trees, and I was really am impressed with that thing. So when they reached out to me again and asked if I'd be interested in checking out another of their products, I looked at their website and this caught my eye. I have a little wand backpack blower type blower, you know, not a backpack blower, but a little wand type blower. That's tough on the shoulders at my age, so I was looking to get something like this anyway. I was lucky enough to score this thing. So we're going to open this up. 53 cc, so a fairly powerful unit, and a whole lot cheaper than, you know, Stihl or Husqvarna or any of the other brands for that matter. But we'll see how it looks. Now, I did check out one of their gas-powered weed whackers last summer. And it's our main weed whacker now. It's the only one we have. I had a Husqvarna that was getting tired, and we swapped it out for this one from, and I've been really happy with that as well. Online, their reviews, there were a couple people that said that they had some issues with the heads, like you know, when you pop down on them, they auto spin to let the stuff out, whatever you call that. I'm totally having a hard time thinking clearly right this second, apparently. The string, letting the string out. There we go. I knew it was in there somewhere. Well, I haven't had that issue. So I don't know if that was like maybe a bad batch or if they made an improvement before I bought mine, but those were the only bad things I saw online about that weed whacker. And on this one here, I'm not seeing anything bad on it online. Of course, it's a relatively new unit, I believe. Something they came out with in the past 12 months. There's the main unit there. Looks like some assembly is definitely required. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. Looks like some stuff may have exited the box. Yeah, we got some spare pieces down here in the bottom. I'm going to get those. We don't want to lose that stuff. There we go. Cool. All right. Well, here it is. I'm going to set all that to the side. Let's just take a look at this. I don't know, that looks like maybe a half-gallon tank. And of course, it's got the filler on the side. It's a 50-to-1 mix. Nice. Okay, so it's got a cap you can't lose. It's got a little string to attach it to there. Pull start here. Spark plug is covered by that, which is nice. On the side here, we have our air filter, primer bulb, and this unscrews to access the air filter, it looks like, but primer bulb there. And then over here, it's kind of in the way of the cord there, it looks like, we have our run and stop. Probably choke in between there. There's our exhaust. It is covered with plastic, so that's cool. And then the unit, you can see exits out on the left-hand side. And it looks like there's some pretty awesome controls there. So throttle was kind of a spring resist, so it snaps right back. But then it does also have a throttle lock, so that's good. Because, man, you know, sometimes when you're really working it, do you want that thing having to hold down the throttle the entire time? So I would rate that more of commercial grade as far as that. That's got a nice feel to it. Let's flip it around here. Of course, it sits pretty flat, which is nice. On the back side, oh, that's actually really nice. So really thick padding. Yeah, that's nice. And then padding here for your back with a little air channel there, so you're not going to sweat too bad. And then it even has a padded hip, you know, waist belt, which is kind of cool. That's something I don't think I've seen too often on backpack blowers, unless that's a new thing, but that's really neat. All right, as far as what comes with it, we got our different to attach it to make it all into one. We got that here. This piece is probably the first part we connect. Flexible, as you can see. And then it does come with, looks like this tool here, that's a spark plug, Phillips head on that end. And it actually comes with a teeny wrench here, 10 mil, no, 8 mil and 10 mil. Okay, so it does come with a wrench, so if you don't have any tools to assemble it, yeah, well, there you go. 2 hose clamps, looks like is all we're going to need to get that together. 1 small Allen head, and it does have a nut, a bolt, or a wing nut, a bolt, and a washer, not even a lock washer. As far as the manual goes, let's check that out. Oh, I don't have my glasses. Well, we'll just guess. Usually I keep a pair of glasses here. They must have moved. You know how that is. Things migrate. It says, Badger, thank you for your purchase. If you need support, email our support team. So that's cool. They're standing by their stuff. And Sunseeker. Okay, so Wild Badger makes the unit. Sunseeker is the manufacturer of the engine itself. And I've heard of that brand before. They actually make a lot of small equipment engines. So it's talking about warranty and emissions on that. And here we go with the original instruction manual. Now this manual looks like covers their smaller unit, which is 43 cc's, and this one, which is 52 cc's. And it's just pretty generic looking assembly. It's just pictures. I'll come close to the camera here for that. You can see just pictures to show you the steps involved in putting it together. And then, of course, got some warnings about how you can go deaf, or you could probably pop your eyeballs out, stuff like that. 50-to-1 ratio. And then some information. It actually has like a safety and how to use it, how to attach it, how to operate it. So pretty in-depth. If you've never used something like this before, it definitely will get you into it. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and assemble it, and we'll take it outside and use that thing. So let me put it together real quick. All right, well, it's ready to go. We'll put some fuel in it, take the camera around the other side of the building there, and let's blow some leaves. Let's do it. All right, well, I'm going to prime it up. Now it's the first time it's had fuel in it, so I'm going to prime it a bunch. There we go. Cool. Going to move it to start, and let's see what happens. Put your foot right about there. Not bad. Pretty quiet at idle too, I'd say. You know, for a backpack blower, these things are not exactly quiet. As far as how it fits, not too bad. I think I'll move that farther down, but for right now it'll work just fine. Throttle control here. And if I want to stay wide open, there it goes. I'm actually kind of impressed with the horsepower this thing puts out. Cool. Well, to kill it, all you do is press all the way up on it and that shuts it down. I mean, you know, it works. It works great, actually. It is not as heavy as some of the commercial grade ones I used in landscaping. Either that or I'm just getting used to carrying around the extra weight I have on the front, so it helps offset. Who knows? But I'm real happy with it. I'll leave a link to where you can get one of these. And I want to say I appreciate Wild Badger sending this my way. It'll certainly help here on the farm for a good many years to come. Till next time, my friends, take care.